welcome to IP Study Video Lectures. Today we will discuss the 20th chapter of Grade 6 English Grammar, and our topic is adverbs. An adverb is a word that tells us more about a verb, an adjective or another adverb. It answers questions like how, when, where and to what extent. Adverbs are of 6 kinds. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of degree, and interrogative adverbs. We will explore and discuss all of these kinds in detail in this lesson. Before the end of this lesson, you will be able to define the kinds of adverbs, recognize the degrees of comparison, positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative. Select adverbs and degrees of comparison in constructing sentences. Before we go further, let us discuss this example. Rohan is usually dressed neatly. Now here the word neatly, this is adding more information to the verb dressed. And it is also describing how Rohan dresses up. So this is an adverb. Let us read some more sentences. She skated gracefully. The army marched forward. In all of these sentences, the words gracefully and forward, they add to the meaning of the verb to the sentences. So they are called adverbs. An adverb also adds to the meaning of an adjective or another adverb. So it adds to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. For example, I am so happy. Now the adverb so, this word is adding more meaning to the adjective happy. He runs too fast. Now too, this adds meaning to another adverb which is fast. That means the fast is already describing how the person runs. Too fast, the word too is modifying an adverb here. So sometimes adverb is also used to modify another adverb. Let us discuss the kinds of adverbs in detail. Adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner tell us how an action is done. That means how the action takes place. For example, she faced the challenge bravely. This is how an action is done. She faced the challenge bravely. Ali writes neatly. Rohan dresses neatly. This is describing how an action is done. So this is called adverbs of manner. We form most adverbs of manner by adding ly. For example, quite. So the adverb is formed by adding ly, quietly. Neat. Adverb is formed by adding ly, neatly. So, and mostly adverbs of manner we modify an adjective in these sentences. Mostly, but it is not prominent in all of the scenarios. So adverbs of manner tell us how an action is done. Adverbs of time. Adverbs of time tell us when something is done. That means when the action is happening. For example, he finished his homework yesterday. She went shopping today. So here in these two sentences, the adverbs yesterday and today, they tell us when something is happening, when the action took place. So, and some more examples of adverbs of time could be tomorrow, then, early, late, before. For example, the train arrived late. So this tells us when the train arrived. The train arrived late. This is adverbs of time. Another kind is adverbs of place. This tells us where something is happening, where the action is taking place. For example, she ran away. I met her there. The words away and there they are adverbs of place. Some other words for adverbs of place could be everywhere, anywhere, in, out, inside, outside, upstairs, downstairs, above, below. For example, Maya's room is above my room, or Maya is going downstairs to meet her friend. So this is describing where an action is taking place. That means it indicates where something happens. This is called adverbs of place. Some adverbs of time and place are also used as adjectives or prepositions. For example, look below. Below is an adverb. Underline the sentences below. Now, in this sentence, underline the sentences below. Below is an adjective. Our garage is below the kitchen. Now, here below is a preposition. So, my room is above Maya's room, or Maya's room is below my room. This is when we use below as a preposition. Underline the sentences below. Here below is an adjective because it is describing where to underline. Look below. Now where to look? Below here is an adverb. Adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency tell us how often something happens. For example, he rarely goes to the market. She is frequently late for school. He often goes to the library. Sunita is always on time. So the words such as always, usually, rarely, often, frequently, hardly, never and ever are all adverbs of frequency because they tell us how something happens. What is the frequency of the action? Adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree, they answer the question how much or to what extent. For example, she is very tired. So very is the adverb of degree. To what degree or to what extent she is tired. The grapes are very sour. So the grapes are sour, but to what extent? Very sour. Mohit is too careless. So Mohit is careless, but how much? Too much. Too careless. Now some more adverbs of degree can be to, almost, nearly, completely, so, wholly, fully, extremely, partly, somewhat, fairly, slightly and so. All of these are adverbs of degree. That means they answer the question to how much or to what extent something has happened or something is. Interrogative adverbs. Well, as you already know, interrogative adverbs are those which help us to ask questions. Now, asking questions will be how, what, when, where. Right? This is how we ask questions. So what are interrogative adverbs? Interrogative adverbs when we ask when something is happening, how something is happening, and when we make them in a question form. They are called interrogative adverbs. When will they come? So here we are clearly asking when will they come. This is already an adverb because when something is happening, how something is happening, how often something is happening, and where something is happening. But when it is put in a question form, it is interrogative adverb. Where is your house? So always remember, an adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb in a sentence. So here in interrogative adverbs, it is asking. It is not modifying directly when something is happening, but it is asking a question. When will they come? Here also it is not modifying anything, but it is asking where is your house. So these are called interrogative adverbs. Let us read the following sentences and understand degrees of comparison and their role in adverbs. Mohit started late. Amit started later. Inderpreet started the latest. So these three are degrees of comparisons. In all the sentences, the verb started is modified by the adverbs. In the second sentence, the adverb is used to express a comparison between two actions. For example, in the first and second sentence, Mohit started late, but later than Mohit, Amit started later. So this is clearly comparison between two actions. In the third sentence, the adverb expresses a comparison between more than two actions. Now, in the third sentence, Inderpreet started the latest. This is the adverb latest is describing more than two action. That means later and late. This is comparative degree or degrees of comparison. Adjectives, degrees of comparison are shown by different forms of adverbs. And these are in positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Let us understand with this table how adverb modifies the adjective and how they are shown in positive, comparative and superlative degree. Now, if the adverb has one syllable, we form its comparative degree by adding er and its superlative degree by adding est to the positive degree. Now let's study the following table and understand how adverb modifies the adjective and put them in three different degrees of comparison. If the adverb has one syllable, we form its comparative degree by adding er to the adverb and superlative degree by adding est. So the adverb fast, in the positive degree, it has one syllable. While forming the comparative degree, we will add only er, and for forming superlative degree, we will add est. Faster, fastest. Similarly, dark, darker, darkest. Soon, sooner, soonest. The comparatives of adverb ending with ly, for example, kindly. So here we add more to the positive degree and it becomes the comparative degree. Similarly, to form a superlative degree, we add most to the positive degree. So kindly, more kindly, most kindly. Bravely, more bravely, most bravely. So the adverbs ending with ly. Some adverbs form the degrees of comparison in an irregular way. For example, far. Far's comparative degree can be further or farther. Superlative degree can be furthest or farthest. Further is often used when we are talking about the position of an object in a sentence. But farther is mostly used when we are talking about a distance. So farther, farthest, further, furthest. Little. Now here it is formed in an irregular way. That means the whole word is completely changed. So positive degree little, in comparative degree it will be less and superlative degree will be least. Well, better, best. So these are the degrees of comparison. How adverbs help to modify an adjective and uses the degrees of comparison in three forms, which is positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. So this was all about adverbs. Let us do a quick recap before we close this session. An adverb is a word which adds meaning to the verb, an adjective or another adverb. Adverbs are of 6 kinds. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of degree and interrogative adverbs, and we have studied all of these kind in detail. The positive degree modifies a verb or an action. The comparative degree is used to compare two things, and the superlative degree is used to express the comparison between two or more than two objects. This is degrees of comparison. So, the comparative degree adverb, it modifies an adjective, a verb or an action. Comparative degree helps us to compare and superlative degree helps us to compare more than two things. Same as we did in the sentences late, later, latest. Thank you so much for staying with us and stay tuned for our next video lecture.